Alright, I'm going to re-record this video. There. No point having it said I try to keep it a secret or anything. It's not like I died or anything. I came close. I did go close at one point. But, no, I just felt like, might not be necessarily the most appropriate thing to release as the recording. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know. I got on a little bit of a tangent. Anyways, I'm just going to rush through here as quickly as I can without worrying about trying to kill too much or gather too much or anything else along those lines. I'm just trying to get this part of the story taken care of. You'll get to watch me run, all the way down here to Jahara, and then when we get to Jahara, we get the 6-story build there, and then we'll leave from Jahara and we'll head from the Glenmore Jungle, and then I'll end the video, so that it will land where the other one starts, and then this save file can be saved over. It's more that I spent a lot of time doing stuff that wasn't necessary to the story to be able to build myself up and explaining about all that and everything. And I just feel like it'd be counterproductive to the whole point of what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm trying to let y'all watch a certain amount of the gameplay and all that, but I'm not trying to make it like, I mean, I skipped over a lot of the different grinding and stuff that I've done to be able to keep myself leveled up enough to be able to survive. Barely survive, as you'll see in the following video. But like, rather than having it so that I get into too much details about what all it is I'm doing and all that, with these trees and stuff that I had to knock over in this area to be able to get to this one hidden area. Rather than doing all that and explain all that, I figured it'd be easier to just not do all that. Or better. I'll review the other video of it, see what I think of it. Osmond Plain. But like, I just feel like I might be able to edit some of the stuff out of it and then it'd be alright. It's only an hour long. Right about. I showed off the Zartman Caverns, which is down there. Some really fierce creatures down there. It looks sort of like that thing right there, except they've got like 4 snake heads sticking off the sides of their heads, and they cast like poison type attacks against us. This is gonna be a short video. I didn't realize how much time was spent just battling against all those enemies. Like, if I was to put cheats in and make it so that everybody have like Zodiac Spears and like ultimate attacks and all that, I could just run right straight through the story on this game in no time. But I don't like doing that. I'd rather just play the game, like, but I don't want to have to make the viewers that might want to be checking this out. I have to watch me do all that paddling. That gets boring. Yeah, this is how you get Johara from Route Master in less than 5 minutes. Also, I didn't like some of the voices I did for some of these characters. That's the other thing that I didn't like. So I'm going to try to correct a little bit of that. Who are you? This is Garifland, no place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers, they bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osmond Plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plain troubled them not at all. That's right, they were eating our dust. You have ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief, again? What business have you with the Garif? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, War Chief, then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. I'm still not gonna be happy with the voices that I did for them. It'd be better if I had a mask to be wearing if I did. I have not made introductions. I am Supernello, War Chief of this village. We Garif have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in such turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As War Chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come about the Nethicite. You must speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. Oh, what is this? More humans come to visit us? A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you have come to our village to learn of the stones, the Nethicite. We Garif have knowledge of this, passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some has been lost to history's sands. I know nothing of the stones. You must speak to the great chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers all the tellings. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers at the bridge, so I think it best to speak with War Chief Supernello. Here, take this with you. May I ask you a favor? Give this to War Chief Supernello for me. From me. You obtain a Jaya stick. There is no rush. When you next happen to meet him, you may give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. I'm not too happy with the voices that I'm doing on her. But I never gave voices to these characters. That which you carry, is it a Jaya stick? Give him the Jaya stick. The High Chief has given this to me. I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face. So even the High Chief could not help. Then you must meet with the Great Chief. I would meet with this Great Chief. Yes, it is true. The Great Chief may know something that would aid you. Yet, arranging an audience may be quite difficult. Not really, he's right over there. I must learn more about this Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please tell your Great Chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Garif have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that the Dynast King once held. Do you have proof of your heritage? I do not. Huh. I have looked into your eyes to see that you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead, across this bridge. The great chief is ahead. Will you meet with him? Meet with the great chief. At least they're all getting slightly different voices and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I didn't do any of those voices. I think that would have been funny. Oh, human child.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of
That
a
old man's
stone.
dead. He got some
Then we are
bone
no
on him.
different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who will the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bush told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
From this point in the game, Vaughn's importance becomes less and less, or it becomes more and more important, apparent that he's not that important. That's like the point in the game where he seems the most important is right there. Ever after this, it becomes less important, or more and more obvious that he's not.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Jagd Remuda. Once we're in Jagd, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Jagd Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Jagd. You know Nethicite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethicite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Larsa joins the party as a guest. So, you will leave. I see now. Take this as a token of our party. You obtain a quiver of onion bolts and a bowgun. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Anyhow, this is a lot shorter to do this way than it was to do it the first time. I spent a lot of time in Gaza Plains though, because I went all the way around the entire area of Gaza Plains, knocking down all the old withered trees and all that stuff to be able to open up this one other area. And I even went in there and I took down one of the tortoises, the silicon tortoises that was in there. Depends how much time you lose. Sitting over still. Oh, I ain't my Kura. On my other game, my next video that you will watch after this one, I will have abilities and equipment and stuff that you did not see on this video. I'm actually only taking this much time right now because I don't want to have it so that I end this video at too short of a video. Admittedly, I'm starting to consider about whether or not I should go ahead and have it so I rush through the different story parts of the game. Through the different areas and get from one part of the story to the next part of the story, and then have it so I get me a good spot to be able to save it at, and then run back through the area where I was at previously and get the experience built up and get everybody's levels up and get their equipment and everything off camera, and then have it turn right back around. And I feel like I might be able to make a better video series of this by doing so. By leaving this out of it, just having it said I'm doing like this, just run from one area to the next. I might wind up redoing this whole video, or this whole series, just so I can be able to try to keep it down to a limited amount of time. Get the whole story consolidated into video that shows the people actually going from one area to the other and everything like they're supposed to be. That's a fun area. I suppose. I mean, it gets you a good chain going, I guess, sometimes. Gives you a lot of large feathers and stuff like that. Just throw it away. Not like this. Ah!
guess this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaughn.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope
him.
for a future where we
I'm
can
not
join
that bad,
hands
am
I got
as
a
brothers.
Good feeling.
Larsa, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say?
As I said, it's a very
Would he were
treacherous
more
film.
so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Bosch's twin brother, in case you have trouble keeping track. Anyhow, I mean, that took like half the amount of time. Admittedly, the other one took like 2.5 hours, but like, I recorded like an hour of it, and I still felt like it was way too much time that I had left included. Like, I could have said I rushed these different areas like this up to the point where I can get to a stopping point, save it, and then run back and grind my levels up, and then come back. And keep the story a little bit more prettied up. Anyhow, that's just something I'm thinking on, because like, I'd have to figure out where all I can rush through from one point to the next, and then still be able to go back to be able to level up off screen, and then come back into the story and record the story, and then turn around and go back off screen and level up some more. Rush back through. I don't think on this. I'll go ahead and probably complete this playthrough, or at least I'll probably go ahead and complete this playthrough and try to keep it as minimal as can be, but like not quite as minimal as this video has been, and then I'll do a minimal video, a true minimal video, where it'd be much more like the way this video was. Anyhow, I hope that you enjoyed the shorter video, because I was saying a lot of that needless watching the fights and everything has been avoided. And we got the full amount of story that I managed to be able to squeeze into 1 hour on the previous one in 30 minutes, roughly. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. And it's a break away from normal. Let me know what you think about this particular way of doing it. I might, like I said, I might just do that and keep y'all down to like watching mostly just the story, and keep you from having to see the boring fights. And I'll just record the other videos, and whenever I'll get into like different fights that are really like epic fights or whatever, or ones where it's like just about got killed but then like pulled one out in a bomb and managed to be able to win, then I'll probably put those up as outtakes or whatever, like just depending on what the demand is or what the suggestions are from the different people who might happen to watch these videos. Until next time, y'all take it easy. Remember to read your Bibles. God bless you.